Sarah here at the Heartfully Homespun, and today I'm sharing with you my kindergarten curriculum choices, the 2019-2020 school year. I cannot believe it is almost 2020. We are actually toward the end of week 3 of our homeschool year, and so far it's going really good. This is for what I chose for my kindergartner for his kindergarten year. So we chose the Abeka, and so far he's loving it. I also used this for my daughter last year. We had started with Christian Light Education, and then we changed to Abeka, and so when I saw this curriculum and knew how well it, just realized how well it worked for her in her kindergarten year, we decided to go with it again this year. And for my son, this is for my youngest. I can't believe it is my baby. He's in kindergarten this year and he's doing really well. This is one of the books I purchased. I did not purchase the whole kit from Abeka. I just purchased the products off of christianbook.com, and yeah, and I love it. Letters and Sounds K5. And this is the kind of thing you'll do. You'll do the consonant blends. You'll do all kinds of stuff. There's some coloring. It's just what I love about it. It's just so colorful. And I love the coloring pages because it gives him something to color while I'm helping my daughter that's in first grade. So that's our first book. It's the Letters and Sounds. Then we have the Number Skills. This is his math book, and he is really flying through this. I may end up, if he gets to the end and we're not really near done, I may end up going ahead and purchasing the Matthew C, because as soon as he's done with this, we are rolling into Matthew C math and using the Good and the Beautiful for everything else, pretty much. So yeah, this is the number skills. But I really feel like this curriculum, Abeka, is just a really good foundation, and it was just amazing for my daughter. So I had no trouble picking this for my son as well. And so you get right into like addition. It starts you off really slow. Like you learn how to write the numbers and everything. Just very colorful pictures. It's pretty self-explanatory. I don't need any of the teacher's manuals. It's pretty, like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, it's like circle how many cents, or write how many cents, like 2 pennies. He would just write 2 in there. And they've already taught them how to write their numbers before they get to that point. So that was really good, because he's actually pretty good. He's one of my kids that's been really, really good in math right away. Even when he was just in preschool, he was already really good at math, but he just really hadn't learned how to form the numbers and things. So that's what he's learning this year. And then they also have a Think and Learn book, which I think it's just really, it just gives them like really good skills, thinking skills, drawing skills. That was never his thing. Like, they show him step by step how to draw the baker. Like right here, this is just one example. And so like you start with like the circle, and they give you the little rectangle right here, and then you draw the circle on top of it. The way he tends to do, he likes to go this way and just draw the person, but I try to get him to do this step by step. But I don't know, a lot of times I'm helping my first grader, so I just kind of let him do, you know, that book I'm not like super particular on, or like he'll color that page while I'm helping my daughter with her first grade work. So that's kind of a nice book for that, because otherwise I might not would have purchased it, but I really like it for that. Then we have this alphabet book where he just writes his letters. It's got all kinds of how to write the letters. So I have him trace these, and then he writes his own, like 3 of his own, and he's doing really well with that. That's another thing he does while I am helping my daughter do her first grade work. Then at the end of his kindergarten year, once he finishes those books that I just showed you, he will move on to the Level K Primer. And I feel like this book is the amazing finish to the kindergarten year. Once you have the really good foundation, and y'all may decide you just want to do like the preschool, they do have a preschool book, and I really thought that worked amazing for my son last year. And I just felt like this one, I really felt like he needed like a little bit more of a foundation before we jumped into that one, but a lot of kids may not need that. That would be up to you as his parent or as his teacher, as your child's teacher or parent, to decide what they need. For my kids, I really felt like that after the preschool one, that they really needed a little bit more of a foundation. That's why we chose the Abeka for kind of a big foundation. Then at the end of the kindergarten year, they do the level K primer. And then in first grade, which I will show you my daughter's first grade work, we go into the level K book, which it's actually really, really good. And a lot of kids may be able to do it in kindergarten. It was just a little bit too deep for my daughter. So I needed to back up and do the Abeka stuff first, then this, then we move into the level K course book when she was in first grade. And that's what's been working for her really, really well. And I'll be doing a video on her stuff very shortly. So he will be doing this at the end of the year. And I am excited to see how he will do at that. And then he will also be doing, I purchased this for my daughter. And my son is doing, my oldest is doing Matthew C as well. Of course, he already knows all these facts and stuff like the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But I thought it'd be really good for my kindergartner and my first grader to be memorizing these facts. It's just done by Matthew Demme. He is the one that came up with Matthew C. He's in all the videos. We love Mr. Demme. He's so funny. And then I just like all different kinds of songs, some coloring pages. I don't know. I'm iffy about letting my kids write in these books because I don't want them seeing a songbook and thinking, oh, we can doodle in it. I mean, this is really made for them to doodle in it. But I don't know. I'm just kind of iffy if I want to say. I may end up just saying this is your school book, and because it's your school book, I may let you write in it. But I don't know. I'm kind of iffy. Let me know. Comment below if y'all let your kids write in school books like this. I mean, I know they're writing in like they're coloring in these type of school books, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of funny about that. I don't really like to start my kids coloring in books, but I don't know. But I guess with it being a coloring page, it would be kind of like a school book. So I don't know. I'm probably making too big of a deal out of it. But anyway, then I just got him some little activity books to do as well. I just found these like at thrift stores, so he can just do some extra practice. And then he also has some coloring books down there with our school stuff. We have these little spot the difference books that him and my first grader work in, where it's just like different puzzles, like 2 different pictures, and they figure out what the differences are. Or some seek and find books, where it shows them like a list of things to find, and I can like point things out if they can't read it or whatever, and they can find it in the picture, which is really nice. Those are nice even when we're in waiting rooms at doctor's offices or waiting rooms anywhere, or just waiting around for something. These are really neat. Like different things. It tells you different things to do with the 2 different pictures. It just kind of keeps them busy. And then, of course, at the end of his Abeka year, we also had this from The Good and the Beautiful. It's a little level K primer. It actually came with the level K primer. And it's just one of these little books. And my daughter was able to read most of these words by the end of her kindergarten year. So that's about all I have for you guys. And if y'all enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if y'all are not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing so you don't miss any of my videos coming out. Talk to you later. Bye.